here we go, boys and ladies. Okay. So today, we're going to try to mix it up just a little bit. I do plan on doing some actual game streaming later this week, especially because people have recently gotten interested in a game called Sea of Thieves. And I love that game. I love that game very much. So what we're going to try to be doing is trying to setting up an armada. What is an armada? Armada is essentially 2 ships or a fleet. So what we're going to do is try to take on larger and larger bosses and, just destroy everyone, maybe, do some PvP, have some fun, make a drinking game out of it or something, something like that. But I hear the calls to go ahead and do more gaming, but I still have to stick by, the community and our team, making sure that we are giving you guys an update on what the hell we're doing on the server. So, with that being said, welcome back to the developer update. My name is Slaying Slayer, or you can call me Anthony. I'm the owner of the War of the Ring MC server, and today we're going to be going over just a few things and a few notices from last week. At around 2:30, halfway through this stream, we're going to go ahead and try to hop in with a few other staff, and we're just going to talk, go over things that we're working on, get their, their concerns, their ideas out there, so that way we can, make sure we're communicating. Because advice for any community is, like, if you're not talking to your community, your team, anyone, then you're not doing due diligence. You're not watching out for the short term, the long term, whatever. So Chad has said that there's a hobbit hole. Yes, there is. Stable. Stable's not the word I would use, but I got my genius moment sometimes, but mostly that's sparks of ingenuity that you guys give me. So, let's start this off. From last week, we were teasing a little bit of armors, so let's go over that. These ones are going to be elven armors, and so the plan was that our current chief texturer, Alien Amura, wanted to revamp the old textures, but that would require a lot of code to rewrite the armors, or it would require us overriding the textures from the Lord of the Rings mod. So Mevins doesn't exactly support what we're doing, but we are not going to start overriding the mod. That's just, I don't feel comfortable doing that. I mean, we're adding onto the mod, but going in and changing the texture files, not okay with that. So what we decided is that we are going to keep both armor sets. We are going to add a new unit, and the new unit for the elves is going to be the Elite Warrior. A little bit more health, costs a little bit more, and has this new armor. This new armor is also going to be able to be built, crafted, game mode creative, or /gear, or roll gear accessible via buying it with Renown, unlocking in gear packs, everything else like that, but you're going to be able to make it with mithril nuggets. So not mithril ingots, but mithril nuggets. So what is this armor? So I'm not quite done with the development parts. As you can see, we have let's take a look at Avari. We have the original Avari armor, but then we have this new armor, the Avari Elite armor. So let's go take a whirl at this real quick. Throw it on there. As you can see, looks a little bit more robust, looks a little bit more actual armor-like. So we're going to have both. I'm very excited because I spent a lot of time on this armor and it looks fantastic. Let's go ahead and move on to Dorwinion. He actually added a lot more Dorwinion items, and I'm very excited for those. But we'll do a straight comparison. Maybe should have done some pre-planning on this, but hey. So this is Dorwinion armor. It's very purple and golden. Great color combo, it's fantastic. But let's go ahead and take a look at this new type. Very red, very silver. You guys can't see my eyes, we might have to take a look at that, but it's a nice mix. I like it. It's going to be very standoutish. You're going to be able to see it from a mile away, and I really like that feature. Next, we're going to move on to Eregion. So this Eregion armor we actually got from Super Sam. He is the owner and creator of History of Middle-earth, or abbreviated to HOME. HOME. So I really like this original armor. It's the green high elven armor. Looks fantastic. Alrighty, now let's see our boy Amura's spin on it. This is the Eregion armor. So obviously a whole different color scheme, but again, it is differentiated. It looks different and still has that nice model to it. It's fantastic. Let's go ahead and take a look at some more. The next one that we're going to take a look at is Harlenden. So Harlenden is the same faction as Linden. Well, it's a sub-faction of the High Elves, but we have special spawning mechanics that our team member Venerion worked on. So Something that the Lord of the Rings mod and other mods don't have. So, for example, if I can find the button that goes my map. So we have the Linden Elves who will spawn in the biome of Linden to the north here. But then we have the Harlinden Elves who will spawn down here. And so it's still the same, sub-faction and whatnot, but they're spawning. We don't have to create a new biome for it. And that's one of the most ingenious things we've added, and I want to give full credit. That was Venerion. He did all of that. So this is our Harlinden, a nicer kind of deeper, richer kind of light blue, sky blue maybe. It's pretty fantastic. I turn this off. We're going to look at the Harlinden Elite. I really like this. I want to compare this to the new Linden armor as well. That looks fantastic. That looks, right out of the movies. So I really enjoy it. So that's Harlinden Elite. And then we're going to throw on the 2 Linden armors, because there's technically another 2 extra ones. So we have the Elite. There definitely could have been a better way of doing this, but as we know me, I sometimes make terrible decisions. So this is the Linden. So as you can see, a little bit more blue and gold, less silvery. You can tell definitely by the belt. But that's the whole point. They want to look very similar to each other. And so what you guys are going to see is that in these lands, you'll be able to craft this armor, like we're saying. You'll be able to buy it in the gear system. We'll talk about the rogue gear in a little bit. But you'll be able to craft this with all the same crafting recipes, but Mithril Nugget, because it is supposed to be harder to get. And I didn't want to make a whole new Elven Steel that you guys have to go ahead and get. We're just going to use Mithril Nuggets. I was going to use Mithril Ingots, and then I was like, let's not punish you guys. Let's leave Mithril to Mithril. So, anyways, now this is the Noble. So, as you can see, we have some floating pixels up there. So, someone named me messed up the armor. But yeah, so it's going to be far more silver and blue. And this enemy is going to be, I think we're trying to make it essentially an Uruk Berserker. So I know this might give people who are not elves, a little bit of a red flag. Like, oh, what is he doing? Why are they making them even stronger? But this is just what we're going to be doing for each of the factions. Just going over and buffing them a little bit, adding some more armors, and yeah, we're going to get into another thing about armors here in a second, because I got permission from our chief texturer, Amara, to go ahead and talk about this. So let's go over the Raft Elves. For those that aren't familiar, it's a sub-faction of the Woodland Realm. And unfortunately, right now, we don't have any raft builds. A player that chose them was not happy about that. They're like, we thought you added rafts. And I was like, well, we have Archimedes, but no rafts. So if the Woodland Realm spawns through, well, guess what? The Woodland Realm biome and also the Woodland Realm Hills. These guys are going to be spawning throughout the Long Marshes. So there's a sub-faction who doesn't quite adhere to the kingdom's rules. They'll listen to them, but they live their own lives, more solitary and more free. So this is the current Raft Elven armor. Very camouflage, secretive. They want to hide and blend in. They do not want to be disturbed. And we have these ones. These ones are a little bit more noticeable, a little more bronze. I really like the look of this armor. I could say that about every armor. I just love people who can texture, because it's not something I can do. And so, yeah, I love most other textures. So we're halfway through the armors. So we have the... Okay, so let's go over the 2 Rivendell armors. So, the new Rivendell Elite. I really like this one. I know I said that about all of them, but hey. I really like the color scheme of this one. It's going to be very noticeable from about, 25 blocks away, because that's our render distance. And we have our wandering friends. A little more golden. More what you're used to. It's nice, right? Bam, 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 bam. Then we have just a few more. So Sindar. Oh, these ones are nice. We also have a new banner for them, too. This one's really nice. Same kind of color scheme, but red. It's kind of, I think it was a mix of the Dorwinian plus the golden look, and I love it. It's very noticeable. So what's gonna be really cool is, you got this is all in a sense of, we want you guys to hopefully, one day, I don't know how many textures we're gonna have to add, but you know, you're never gonna have to go into a siege where all your enemy looks the exact same. Hopefully people can look a little bit different, have their own unique taste, and you know, with any Minecraft armor, you can pick and choose. You know, let's take out this, let's throw this in. So now you have mostly red, but you have, you know, more silver. What about this? And so, you know, now you're looking even more different. So, pretty excited about this. Mara spent a lot of time on this, and I'm very proud of what they've added. Let's continue on. So we have also, and I know I don't have the model correct for this one, so it might look a little bit buggy, but that helmet, oh, it's gonna look great. So this is the new, oh, I messed that up. Of course I did. It would not be a Slaying Slayer demo if I didn't mess up one. So we're gonna have to show you guys this next week. But the wood elven armor, and it might be good. It might be good to show it in its full glory instead of, you know, the model being incorrect. But the Woodland Realm armor, the new elite Woodland Realm armor, is going to look fantastic. Who are you looking at? Yeah, we'll have to show that one off next, because that is just the same Sindar armor that we just took a look at, so that's obviously not correct. Let's go ahead and take a look at our last armor, the Galadriel. So our friends in Lothlorien. Yes. So this is their new armor. They're going to stand out very much compared to the normal, you know, silvery white. Very excited. So then, what else? So, we've been working on these staves with Venarion's help, again, our chief coder. We were able to go ahead and get these to work. So, you guys are used to these staves being very copy and paste. And as much fun as that is, we wanted them to be actually somewhat unique. So all of these staves that you can see to the left of my Gandalf stave are essentially a copy of this, but a different texture. They do the blue fires, they do the blue ball, and they do area of effect damage. There's no discrimination. It will attack and damage anything. I have been looking into how to change the colors for the normal staves, so that way, you know, Radagast is maybe green or maybe brown, because Radagast is brown. Saruman could be white or maybe even, you know, dark gray for evil. But what we did is we made it where these are now actual, they don't do that blue effect that you guys saw, but the mage rolls and the caster rolls are going to be able to have their own actual weapons. Instead of just having the wand, these are now all working staves. So as you can see in my bottom left, you can now tie magic to them. And so this is why I put this out in the Discord of like, hey, if you guys have ideas for Blue Dwarven, Easterling, Arnor, Hobbits, Mordor, Rohan, what would a mage have for their staff, right? So if you guys have any texture ideas, you can see, you know, don't be daunted by this task. Look how, I mean, that's not a lot of textures. And, you know, if you're ever like, hey, I want to learn how to do this, we have people on the team that can easily show you. And, you know, I would love to add them. You know, just showing, hey, you know, the community made this mod, not just a few people, but we all work together. Who is this guy? Go fight a Balrog. I hate you. Why do you follow me? So anyways, yeah, so we're working on that kind of stuff. I'm going to now switch over to the server. And there's just 2 points I want to hit on, because unfortunately, there's not really anything I can show off that's new. It's just, it's just things that I've just been trying to improve on. And then once we go over the things I've been trying to improve on, we're going to hop on to the Discord. So I'm going to go ahead and do a message to everyone. Hey, get ready to join staff. Cool. So, we've added a few different kind of currencies or things to start amplifying your character with. You know, we've had shields in the past. We've had roll shards, go ahead and unlock rolls. We've recently added magic tokens and ring materials. And so previously last week we went over how those were only really easily accessible by voting or via voting. But now they're going to be accessible via MCMMO. So for those that aren't familiar, MCMMO is our plugin to go ahead and monitor a whole bunch of different skill sets such as mining, excavation, unarmed, archery, fishing, acrobatics, scavenging, repair, all these different skills that you can passively earn on your own time. Whenever you're bored, or you can just grind it out, get as much renown as you want. So there's a bunch of rewards. So essentially, let's go over the basics. In the past, you would only earn renown, shields, shards, and broke as fuck, ring gems and ring nuggets, but now it's actually working. Actually, we're gonna go over one quick bug. So when I added this 2 days ago, I hard-coded the name Slaying Slayer. That is me. So 2 days ago, I had 0 shards. Well, today, when I noticed that bug, I had 138. So I stole all of your guys' swordsman shards, and you are not getting them back, because there's no way to trace that. So they're mine. Ha 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 ha. I am a piece of shit. Anyways, so let's go over the rewards. Besides that, the MCMMO should now be updated for the following. Every 3 levels, you will gain a swordsman shard. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, so on and so forth, you're going to get one of these swordsman shards. Then when you're greater than 100, you'll get 2 instead of 1. At 500, you'll get 4 instead of 2. At 2,000, you'll get 15. So we did have some players who were like, hey man, you're adding all these cool things, but I'm level 1,000, so what am I doing? What? That's not fair, right? So, yeah. Oh man, Nightbot. I hate Nightbot already. Yeah, don't do caps. I gotta fix that. I'll turn caps off, but I have to do that afterwards because I'm recording this and we gotta get this out there. So then, continuing on, every 5 levels, you'll get wooden shields. And so let's say you're level 600 acrobatics. You're not just gonna get 1 every 5 levels, you're gonna get 4. And that is because, like I was saying, players who are already higher levels, they're like, it takes me to go from level 2000 to 2001. It's more than the first 200 levels. It's not fun, right? So, oh guys, don't get banned. Don't get banned by Nightbot. I'm gonna have to turn him off. Yes, please don't get banned by Nightbot. He's a pain. I have to set that up. I simply ran out of time. I overpromise and underdeliver when in times of stress like this. So, continuing on. So every 7 levels, you're gonna get a magic token. That's any of these. Just hop on in. I forgot to relog. That's just awkward. So log out. Let's not see my password. Okay, or reload. So you're gonna get the sorcery, the fire, the ice, the whatever. You're gonna get all these different tokens because the plan is, while you guys are building them up now, you guys will be able to spend them later. So the idea is, like, we don't have what you can spend them on added in, but why not start adding them now, or earning them now? So then, every 10 levels, you're going to get a ring nugget. So you only the 3 of Corrupted Orc, Enchanted Elven, or Hardened Dwarven. So that one's pretty simple. Just every 10 levels, you'll get one of those. How are you not getting banned, Wowzer? Let's all notice whatever voodoo that Wowzer has, because he's doing all caps, and it's not doing anything for anyone. It's not banning him or anything. That's messed up. Anyways, and then finally, every 15 levels, you will get a ring gem. So this will be, you know, your opal, your pearl, your ruby, your diamond, whatever. Let's go in here. And also, hey, one big thing. 2 things that I'm going to spend a lot of time on tomorrow is that, 1, there's going to be a check every 30 minutes. If the server is down, it's going to restart. I'm not sure how I can do that, but I'm going to spend a lot of time looking into how we can go ahead and do that. Because when it's offline for 3 hours and you guys are just sitting there like, what the hell do I do? That's a whole issue that we can just try to subvert. Now, I'm not exactly sure as to what is crashing us. I have noticed a pattern. Even I crashed just today. And if I ever said to you guys, hey, you crashed your server, you're not in trouble. The server's starting to crash because you guys simply joined. If the server's crashing because you guys are joining, that's not a fucking good server, okay? So it's never your fault. What it is just me being like, hey, so when you joined, you crashed. My question is, how did you leave? Right? Were you in a corrupted chunk and it kicked you and you're like, you know what, I'll try again in an hour, I'm hungry? Or was it, you know what, I'm done for the day, exiting off, just clicking this X button and being done, and then you joined back and crashed? Because if it's something where, you know, you're mining and you do something weird and then it just disconnects you, and then you join back, you might have something wrong with your profile. So what that means is when you join back with something that's quote unquote wrong with your profile, then, you know, you're joining back and the server freaks out, goes, I don't know what to do, and then it crashes, right? And again, it's not your fault. It's something that I coded that's wrong and should be fixed. But it's something that I'm definitely going to be spending some time into, you know, into why this is happening. Ads are your friend. They love you. People are asking if I stream. I do stream. Yes. So the ads are because I am now an affiliate of Twitch. That doesn't mean I'm partnered with them or anything. It just means, hey, I've reached a certain threshold of followers and streams. But yeah, so I just wanted to make that note because it's a pretty bad look. I do not enjoy, because there's a really big downtime. The downtime from 2 a.m. Eastern to 7 a.m. Eastern, 5 hours, almost 1/4 of the uptime is down. So it can't be uptime if it's down. Doesn't make sense. Hey, Bongo Catnip 1122, thank you for the follow. Yeah, so 2 ways we're gonna combat it. 1, we're gonna figure out why the hell it's happening, and 2, we're gonna have safeguards in place to go ahead and, if the server's down, every 30 minutes it'll check. And sure, you'll have to wait. You know, the worst case that'll happen is you'll have to wait 29 minutes, and that's not great, right? But it's better than 5 to 6 hours. So yeah. So anyways, let's go ahead and go over these rewards that we're talking about. So I'm going to use my shovel, and I'm going to dig grass or dirt, and this is going to upgrade my excavation skill. So I have cheated a little bit. I don't know if you guys ever reached those enchantment levels, but step 1, have a big pair of balls. Step 2, have god powers. That's the 1-2 punch of that. Anyways, let's go mine. As you can see, oh, there we go. +2 renown. Boom. +1 swordsman shard. +1 magic token. +2 renown. +1 wooden shield. You can see it tells you where to go, what to do. So you just all shields. Boom. Shards. Boom. Magic tokens. Boom. All these, right? So you can see I have 19 of the normal magic ones. I have 1 water, 2 necromancy. And so in the future, when you click on these, it says unimplemented keep voting nerds, heart slaying slayer. In the future, it will allow you to go ahead and buy things. Like, for example, for the lightning spells, Legendary Immerhill. Yeah, these are all the debug messages I get. I hope you guys don't get those, but I get those. Just because I'm trying to figure out what the hell's going on with those. So let's type in lightning. As you can see, we have all the different lightning spells, and so if you have the lightning tokens, you can be able to buy these lightning spells, also these books, and you're going to be able to go ahead and use them. Use magic, have fun. So, geez, I didn't really just mine all this out. Excuse me. So that's what this is for, you know? Just trying to make it clear to the user of what's going on. And it's just, I love all the new features we're working on, but this is really just trying to cement, hey, what do I do on the server? Well, do you want rings of power? Go get the ring gems. Do you want to roll? Go get shields. Do you want magic? Go get magic tokens. So we have different ways for you guys to go ahead and do things. And then, for MC stats, something that we're going to be adding, and there's going to be 2 more slots down here. So there's going to be 15 different slots. 7 for the Lady Valar, and 7 for the male Valar, and 1 for Melkor. That plan there is that you'll be able to upgrade your different proficiencies, and you can update all of them. For example, for you guys remember the bat command, you guys can't use it because you guys are noobs. I am not a noob, so I get to use them wherever the fuck I want. So the bat command, everyone misses that, especially when you died and you just want to go back to where you were instead of going home, going forward in the past, going down the cave, going down the ladder, going through the secret trap door, and then going back to what you were doing. What you're going to be able to do with the Valor Mandos is you're going to be able to give, let's say, 20 Iron Shields and then 5 exceptional rubies. And what you're going to be able to do is when you upgrade that, you'll be able to do /back if you die by falling, for example. And if you get that to level 2, you'll be able to get back by lava damage, or get back by level 3 if you are not killed by a player. You'll be able to go back, do /back on death. And then, as you level it up, you'll be able to go back at any time. Obviously, if you abuse the rules and abuse PvP rules by using back, you'll just be banned and you're going to lose everything. But the idea is we want to add some of these features back if you guys go ahead and earn them. Some other features, like if I right-click with this, if I right-click with this, so apparently that doesn't work. That's fucking awesome. You'll be able to extend it by 4 seconds, or you'll be able to get, even quicker speeds, or you'll get 1.5 XP from everything, so you're going to start earning everything even quicker. Shovels don't have 1 nor picks. I will look into that, because I really like those. I think I might have removed those for a good reason. As you saw, I just got 1 earth magic, so if I go to tokens, I might just shorten that down to tokens, but earth. Now I have +1. So anyways, that's really it for all the updates that I have. It's just been a nice week of just trying to cement stuff. And also, I didn't really do anything from Wednesday to Friday. I needed a break. I did some bug fixes, but it turns out we might be going and trying to improve the roll gear system, which, as you can tell my voice, I'm not excited, because it's going to be a lot of coding, it's going to be a lot of work. But staff has brought up a few good points about how it needs to be improved. And so if it needs to be improved, then, well, guess what? It needs to be improved. So now, we're going to turn this over. I'm going to join the staff chat. And we are going to talk to them for a little bit. I'm going to give my staff about 10 seconds of warning. Don't say anything bad, otherwise I have to remove you. And now I'm just jumping and stalling for time. I'm going to go join in a second. Let me read chat real quick. You're being mean to me? Who's being mean to Crab? Who is Slang Slayer? I don't know. It must be a fan account that is true. Boring people. I don't know. What is Lord of the Rings? I don't know. Star Wars is better. Star Wars is better, 100%. No, the Bible is better. Star Wars means the Bible. Have you seen a lightsaber? That's fucking insane. Hardcore mode. There's no hardcore mode. I literally can't die. And then where's your mithril shovel? Oh yeah, by the way, so when I get to 1/2 health via player, it does this command. Oh god, not me! Yeah, it spawns that guy. This dude doesn't give a fuck. He's got 16,000 health too. And he recharges like a bamf. Boom. Okay, sorry, that was intense. But yeah. So, now I'm gonna pass over to staff. Here we go. Hello.
Hello there, Slayer. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. Are you still streaming? Or?
Yes, you are currently on the stream. Heads up.
All right. Sounds good.
Join.
I saw the new armors. Looking great.
Yeah, that's all aliens or alien. I don't. Yeah, hold on. For the stream. That is our good friend. Where is he? Yeah, right here. Alan O'Mara. Been working on these, been trying to figure out, how they're supposed to look. There's some other armors they're working on. Don't want to give too much of a sneak peek, but they are being worked on. Also, I saw Harmonix join. Thank you. Also, Gandalf, welcome. Toadsritter, welcome. Alabama, how's it going? Let's see, Sergeant Scorch, saw you earlier, but still, howdy, howdy. Sorry for not saying hi earlier, guys. That one's my bad. Yeah, these are all the different armors, and so this is what they're supposed to look like. And we're slowly, slowly getting a bit better.
If somebody teaches me how to texture, I'd love to do some dwarvish armors.
Ooh, I'd be 100% down.
I just don't know how to texture, so.
Yeah, I can give you some pointers, but it looks like I would say talk to this person. They don't think they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing, essentially. So anyways, we have joining us today, we have Shark and Valray. Shark, say hi.
Hello.
Valray, how's it going? Hello. Music is being turned down. I'm going to turn Shark up as well. Shark, you're pretty quiet.
Can you hear me?
Yes, but there was no volume change.
That's weird.
That's no worries.
Well, try it.
Well, I can't hear Valray, but let's go ahead and take a look real quick what they've been working on. So they've been working together. Valray and Ender kind of lead the build team, and this is something to be coming in a later update for sure. Is that you guys have said, you know, we have added all these new factions, all these new areas of the map, but they're empty as hell. So what are we doing for that? You know, we added everything over here. We added a whole bunch of stuff down here. We added stuff throughout here. We added stuff throughout Rovinion. They have been going through.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Yes.
Much better?
That sounds a lot better. Chat, does he sound a lot better? I think so. I think he sounds great. So, they've been going through and trying to just essentially, look, we're trying to add more and more builds so that the world actually feels fully fleshed out. New watchtowers. Taiubu actually have stuff. They're going to have builds you guys can able to raid. Taiubu Castle, as you can see, looks very Japanese, which we get a lot of our inspiration from. Taiubu Farm. And there's just a whole bunch. Wow. Forge Hell. Love that. Forge Hell Orcs. Give them their own kind of stuff. That's fantastic. Apparently you're a little loud, so I'm turning you down. But yeah, so I wanted to show some of the builds. It's going to be a little bit before we get them in there. And also something else we're working on is a lot of you, well, it's terrible, can't really make them bigger. You guys might know that we have all of the chisel blocks. I might have mentioned this before, but as you can see through here, you know, they have all these different types of looks or all these different types of details. So this is just, for example, the basic cobble brick. Give me 1 second. Just go ahead and throw in a few different designs. So, you know, as you can see, these are more of a smaller brick, but then you can go ahead and fill them out with something else that looks a little bit different. And we have different designs. We have these bricks, and you guys as builders, what I want to do is make it where, okay, so cobblestone is great. Who doesn't love cobblestone? But what about this being in the shape of Gondor, or Dale, or Rohavinion, or the Blue Dwarves? And so what I want to do, and I figure out how to do this with a little bit of texturing magic, is try to make it where, you know, we're going to have the different colors, the different shading, the different textures, for a lack of a better word. And you're going to be able to go ahead and really customize your builds, make them look different than anywhere else, anything else. So, pretty excited about that. I got a question. Are you getting a haircut while streaming? I am not. I think that is our boy Shark.
That's not me. I'm hearing it too.
I thought
that's me.
Oh, that's Valray.
You can turn me off.
Well, that's our boy Valray.
I think he's getting a haircut.
I think he's getting a haircut. No, it's his microphone if I'm familiar with it. But, so, that's really all I have as far as updates. So if you want, Valray, if you want to type, or you can just say it, I'm sure chat can deal with, you know, 30 seconds of your buzzing. Do you guys, like, what questions do you guys have? What questions do you have for me? What are you guys working on? What should we be working on? What have I forgotten? All that kind of stuff. Don't tell me you guys got nothing.
I'll think of something.
No worries. So, if you guys don't have anything, then I'm going to go ahead. Oh, Valray, what's up?
Yeah, so probably we can show some of the builds we have, like structures for new factions.
Let's do it.
That sounds great.
That sounds fantastic.
Alright, so I'll get to my group build plots and show them in a second.
Alrighty. So I'm going to look at chat real quick. I got a question. Alright, do your milkshakes bring all the dwarves to the yard? Or to Gandor? They do. They very much do.
Yeah, milkshakes.
Harmonic said
That's
they
a good
bring
one.
the elves. They bring everybody, baby. They bring everybody. Sergeant Scorch or Kid Summers asks, have you considered adding a streamer role to the server? I'd be down. We've had a few people ask about streaming on here, and I'd love to do that, especially if they can send me their videos, and we can throw that on the War of the Ring channel, or their own channel, so that way they can do their own advertising, they can do their own showcase and everything else. Our
Is Slayer,
towers
are you
better
gonna be
than
using
yours.
this Grey
Very
Wanderer?
true. What's up?
Are you gonna be using this Grey Wanderer for anything?
No, I'm gonna eradicate him. I hate him. I've been looking into the code how to make it where he never spawns. I fucking hate him. He's the tutorial, but if you attack him, the tutorial kills you.
Low key, the tutorial's invincible, bro.
It's an invincible thing that kills you. It's a piece of shit.
We gotta
hate it.
figure out how to like get him out of here.
Yeah. Okay. Valray, teleporting to you. Alrighty. Oh wow, look at all these. Okay. Let me guess. Bjornings?
Oh, nice.
Wainriders. Ooh, okay, okay. Nice. Let's go ahead and just take a nice cinematic look. I love this. There'll be a little village, of course. We'll throw in their crafting benches.
Is this red dwarves over here?
Not sure. We'll go take a look at them in a second.
Okay.
So yeah, this is something that the build team's been working on, and anyone that's on the server wants to join as a team, I pretty much let you guys do whatever the hell you want. I will tell you if you're doing something wrong, but besides that, it's pretty much free reign. All right, Valray, where we going next? Which build do you want to see next? And what I mean by what if you're doing something wrong, if like we're working on a build and you're like, I made it. Oh yeah, that's right, son of a bitch. Yeah, so I added Orkarni bricks, but they were just little Soth bricks, and I removed those bricks because I was like, oh crap, I left those in as an error. What I didn't realize that the build team was like, I fucking love those bricks, so we're gonna use them, and then I fucking deleted them. So they came back here, and their builds no longer existed.
Oh, I love this. This is really nice.
Which one? Yeah, tell them.
The Fortune Orc stuff over here.
Ooh, look at these airborne
Look at
ones
this.
real quick.
This is awesome.
Oh,
wow.
I love the green. Some people do not like the green, but I love it because it is 100% movie accurate.
Is this a dwarven underground city right over here? Oh wow.
You were teasing.
Wow, I love it.
Is that Jonas? What's up, Jonas? How are you doing, dude? Long time no see, my friend. Boom. Got an airborne tower. Look at this magnificent son of a bitch. I love that. God, you guys are good at building.
Erebor Forge as well.
I can make worlds, but I cannot populate them with builds that look like this. I am so fortunate to have people on the team who are
Is
so
this
skilled.
Lake Town? Or Esgaroth? Or is this another dwarvish one? It's got a dwarven gate, but it looks very
I'm doing well,
managed.
Jonas. How are you? As far as what we're up to, just
It's
trying to
dwarvish. Yeah.
make the server, I think the word is fluid. Where you're not diving and sloshing around into immediate stops that are like, yeah, you're stuck, you can't do anything. So we're really trying to just improve on that. Okay, yeah, so that's what we're working on. It's probably going to be a few more weeks, but once that's done, we're going to have what we call the player profile, and then once we have the player profile, we can expand from there. I'm very excited. Ow, I just kicked my chair, and that's where my chair lives. Okay, where we go next? What are these builds? Hold on. Time, set, day. Nuriag. Ooh, okay. So the enslaved men of the Easterlings in Mordor. These guys, they don't have a lot of builds, and any of their builds are kind of broken down and taken over, and they really only have the scraps that their masters allow them to have. Yeah, yeah, this definitely gives a look of you guys don't have much. What you do have, we're gonna take it away from you. I think this is more of a ruin than anything else. So you guys will have to make the full version too, so we can, you know. Oh, there it is.
The Wicked Dwarves thing.
Wow. Yeah, the stream turned into a build tour, and I'm 100% okay with it. So, chat, what do you guys think of these builds? You guys, hopefully, do you guys get a little bit better understanding of the new factions? I know some are pretty familiar, but you know, one thing that we've definitely lacked is like, okay, who are these new people you guys invented and added? You know, what are they about? I think that's really going to start shining through with you know, the build scene being like, you know what, you have these ideas of what they are, but let's actually make them who they are, right? So this is Nuriag. Okay, they got rope. I don't abide by rope, apparently. I can't do it. I got it. I'm an adult. Woo! Rope. Rope talents. Climbing up the rope. Going to the top. Never gonna stop. There we go. Rhyming. Songs. Fantastic. I like that. So this is their tower. Cool. What is this? This has to be a shrine. Chat, do you think it's a shrine? Has to be a shrine. Hey, we got a lot of nice comments from chat. Jonah said, cool, just glad to see you're still working at it and seem happy with the progress. I'm very happy with the progress. It's, you know, it always seems like we're building stuff and having to fix stuff, and now it seems to be less fixing stuff and making, well, I guess fixing is still the same word, you know, but just trying to make it easier for the user. And, yeah, we went over that in the last stream. You guys can check that out on YouTube, the last developer update. But, essentially the spawns. We had 95 spawns, and you know, now we have the Gate Guardian who tells people what to do. And something I've noticed is that, and I've only seen it from a few new people, is that they're not asking, what do I do next? And that was their whole purpose. The Gate Guardians were to answer the question, what do I do next? And so as we went over, you know, go ahead and get renowned, go get shields. Well, now, excuse me, I'm burping. Those silences are me burping because I drank a Monster, and no bueno before a stream. So anyways, through voting and MCMMO, you're now going to get the shards, the tokens, the shields, the renown, everything else, right? And so just trying to make it where, okay, you know, the player doesn't have to so much as read into what they're doing as to they're being told what they're being given. So we went over that last stream, but this stream, this is more about the future for sure. So this is a Nuriag house. We have our Nuriag shrine. What is this build right here? Alright, I don't know if you're near me. One for Moria. Ooh, okay, okay. Boom. Oh yeah, someone suggested Grey Mountain Dwarves. I was like, I'm not against it. It would be a, I think technically they would be a, they wouldn't be their own faction. They would be a sub-faction of Erebor, but we can go over that at a different time.
I think they'd be a better sub-faction of like Durin's folk.
Yeah, that would make more sense. Erebor is kind of its own little thing, right?
Yeah.
Where's the fortress? Take me to, oh, let me teleport to you. Ah, this is the fortress, okay. Ooh, let's get an outside view. Continue reading from chat. Ashtray said, fucking amazing, 10 out of 10. I agree, 100%. Kid Summer said, these are nice. Crabdale said, these are amazing. Bongo Catnip said, orcs are hard to fight. 100% true. Okay, I agree with that. Different subject, but not wrong. And then Sergeant Squirt said, I'm glad to see that things are improving as always. We're going to be reaching a point, I really mean this, by about July, where there's going to be a point where you guys are going to be able to join the Technic Pack. There's going to be the European server, the American server, the American Pacific server, and the whole goal and idea is that you guys will be able to join whatever is the least laggiest. Like, obviously, you know, you're going to have to choose a world to make your actual build and your home on, but, you know, if that server's laggy, you'll be able to have your home, but you'll be able to leave to the other server and still continue to earn renown, shields, shards, and so that way, when you're doing the really grindy kind of stuff, you're going to be able to, you know, appease that. You'll be able to gain it without, you know, hindrance of high ping, you know, blocks spawning back, and then also we'll be able to have it where in the main world, you know, staff will be able to go ahead and essentially just have infinite world edit. Like that's going to be its own world where staff would just, we have 64 gigabytes of RAM. Go as hard as you can with the world edit. Make sure you get the, as quick as you can, as best as you can, that kind of thing. Wow. I have not checked out these builds in too long. I'm glad we're doing this right now. Alrighty, so we are getting towards the end of the hour. So Valray, I don't want to cut you off, but we're going to leave some of these for the next stream. So we went over, I think, we're going to leave Forge out for the next bid. But we went over Wayne Riders, Erebor, and Nuriag. I'm very excited about those. So, what is the final thing we're going to be going over? It's nothing really much of a surprise, but it's something that you guys can expect to see on the Instagram as we start going through that. I have gone ahead and grabbed about, let's see, I can show you guys, I don't even have to lie. Control A, 509 screenshots. So all of these, you're going to see them on the Instagram. These are 2K resolution screenshots of all over the world. And so we are going to be advertising for the next months and months and months on Instagram of just steadily getting players. Some of these are duplicates like this, but there's some are just simple as like, okay, so these are the Tookburrow Hobbits. And as you can see, we have the different kind of the rocks in the background. We have new flowers. Like the hardcore Minecraft players, like the new players are going to be like, what the hell, what are these, right? Even old school Lord of the Rings players are going to be like, they have goats? When did they get goats? When did they add goats? And I'm like, no, it's the War of the Rings mod that added goats. And also these are goats fighting right here. I couldn't really showcase that too much, but yeah, those ones are fighting. And just more, try to get beautiful screenshots. This one is just showing off the terrain generation. These ones are the new rabbits. As you can see, actually, technically we have both rabbits. On the right-hand side, you can see the bunnies. On the left-hand side, you can see the hopping rabbits. And so, just new different species and see how they hop around. You can see, yep, more rabbits. These are the chickens. Nothing crazy there. These are the Tookburrow Hobbits. You can see their tunics. More Tookburrow Hobbits. New butterflies. We don't have to go through all these, but it's just, just really trying to make sure that we're actively advertising on Instagram. Just making sure that, we're gaining new players passively through that. And then when we're doing that, we're going to be able to get people who are passionate about Minecraft, raccoons, by the way, passionate about Minecraft, passionate about Lord of the Rings. We're going to be able to get them to join the server, play with us, help us code, help us texture, help us advertise, give us their cool ideas, help us, join us, whatever. So I've never been a big fan of the Old Forest. It's always lagged for me. And so I decided to start a tornado in the Old Forest, and these are all the horns that got kidnapped. Not the nicest thing to do, but hey, trees blowing in the wind. And then I went over to the Barrow Downs, try to get some nice night screenshots. It's a little bit darker and might not be the best for advertising, but showing off the spooky horror aspect of Lord of the Rings. So we have a few different screenshots from there. These are their homes. And yeah, just more and more and more and more and more. So I'm going to go through the entire world and get all these. I only made it like barely through any of the biomes. As you can see, I've made it from Shire to Bree land, right? This will be really cool is for some of these for sure, we're going to go over player builds. And so if we throw your stuff on Instagram and you're the player who built them, if you have your own Instagram, your own YouTube channel, absolutely want to link them to you, give you a showcase. But you're also going to earn at least a Mithril pack. If you make it to our advertising, you've earned something. And so if you guys are building cool builds, you have to let us know. Like if you post in general and no one responds, that doesn't mean we didn't like it. It means, hey, no one saw it. Do it again. Like the number one thing for you guys is when you build something that you believe in, you need to harass people about it. That includes me. So yeah, just more builds. But as we wrap this up, we have Otaku and Ender. Do you guys want to say hi real quick? Hello.
Hello.
There's Ender. What up, man?
Nothing much.
I can barely hear you. I don't know if you guys can hear him. 200% volume. Hello? He's dead. We have to bury him now.
What?
There we go. Typically, if you say someone's dead, they respond if they're not dead. But yeah, so Ender and Valray, they make up the build team. Well, there's a few other people, but they're definitely the leaders on it. So yeah, we're not going to go through all 509 screenshots because we maybe have made it to 100. But so Otaku, you're here. Say hi real quick.
Hey,
Hey.
Yeah.
Nice.
I exist.
He does
I'm
exist.
alive.
He is dead. He's dead. Don't let him try to convince you that he's not. So,
It's not exactly not accurate.
it's not exactly not accurate. Okay, I appreciate the honesty. Say something real quick again.
Hi.
There we go. Okay, so I turned you up. You were a little quiet. But anyways, guys, unless chat has any questions or staff has anything else to raise, we're about at that hour mark. And this will be a nice video to go ahead and upload to YouTube. So, chat, feel free to start asking questions. Feel free to ask anything you guys have. Then staff, do you guys have anything to bring up? Any questions, comments, concerns, issues, anything else?
Not necessarily, no.
Not for me, no.
Ender, Valray, I know we showed off some of your guys' builds, and I was happy to do it, and I'm so excited to get those in.
Nothing from my side.
Alrighty. So, with that, I don't say anything from chat. We're going to go ahead and end this portion of the stream. I don't know if we want to do anything else, but we're definitely going to end the recording. So yeah, we're going to keep the stream going. I'm just going to go ahead and end the recording now, and we can keep talking about stuff. But anyways, I want to say thank you for watching this developer update for War of the Ring MC. I'm Slaying Slayer, and this is our staff team of Ender, Shark, Otaku, and Valray, amongst others. And yeah, hope you guys have a great week. We're about to be halfway through February, so keep going, keep having a great time, stay healthy, stay safe, drive safe in this winter, and have a great night.